The Charleston RiverDogs are making waves in the Carolina League South with a powerful second-half surge. Joining us to share what fans can expect in the upcoming season stretch is Ben Abzug, Senior Vice President for the Charleston RiverDogs. Ben, great to have you with us today.
It's good to be here.
And I brought out my ring.
You told me you wear it all the time, so you know.
I do. So right now we're about halfway through the season, right? We're at the second half. How are things going?
Really well. If you're following the team in the newspaper and on the news, we've started winning games, which is exciting. You made the comment to me before we started here that it's very similar to last year. In minor league baseball, you play the first half of the season, then the standings reset, you get a blank slate, and then you start the second half. And both last year and then again this year, our team was very last place in the first half. Last year, we won the second half, made the playoffs, and ultimately won the championship, our third in a row. And this year, you know, knock on wood, but we've gotten off to a good start in the second half as well. So it's following a pretty similar trend line to what we saw last year. I think, so we've played, I think, 20 or 23 of 66 games. So we're almost halfway through the second half here almost. Wow. And we're a couple games up in first place, and we return this week for 6 games, and just keep stacking wins and hope the team makes the playoffs again.
Yeah, and hey, it worked last season.
Yeah.
So no complaints. Rising from the ashes, I'm here for it. So you mentioned that how it works in minor league baseball. So the first half, whoever comes out on top, they automatically advance to the playoffs,
Correct.
right? And the same with
Correct. The second half winner. So what you have is our league, the Carolina League, as you said, has 2 divisions, a South and a North. We're in the South. And so the South's first half winner automatically qualifies for the playoffs at the end, and then the South's second half winner also qualified and will play. So if we win the second half, we would play the first half winner in the first round of the playoffs. That winner then goes and faces the winner that came out of the North in the championship. And so, as you know, your ring, we've won 3 championships in a row, and we follow different paths each time. One year we won the first half, one year we narrowly missed winning the first half, but then won the second, and then last year the last to first thing. So we've done it all sorts of ways. It's exciting to watch. I mean, all 3 years, and now this is our 4th, have been with the Tampa Bay Rays, our major league affiliate, and they're the ones who work with the players. The coaching staff is all Rays employees. They're the ones deciding when players move up and down the system, and they just do a fantastic job running their minor league system and developing players. And so we've sort of our staff has got to sort of sit back and watch that and just admire, the job that they've done, and taking basically the same group of guys who were really bad in the first half and sort of figuring it out and helping those guys improve to a point where they've been really competitive in the second halves and going into the playoffs. And so it's been fun to see, and I'm happy and proud for Charleston that we get to be sort of part of this ride that the Rays really are driving for us. So getting to see winning baseball at the Joe isn't something that folks who have been fans for a long time have seen a lot of until the last couple of years. So it's really fun to be part of that and to see that come together.
Yeah. And now we have 6 opportunities coming up this week. We have a homestand, and it's against Kannapolis. We're
playing the Kannapolis team, outside of Charlotte, and they actually won the first half in our division.
Oh.
So that's who we would play in the playoffs if we win. So a little preview potentially. So we play 6 games starting tomorrow, going through Sunday, as we typically do, and a lot of fun stuff. It's hard to believe. My kids are already starting to go back to school. Like, the summer's starting to wind down. We have 4 more stretches of these games this week, and then 3 more. So we encourage people, come on out, catch us. There's not that many more opportunities.
Yeah.
But we'd start with Dog Day tomorrow. We can bring your dog to the ballpark. Thursdays, dollar beers. It's a fun night with DJ and all that. Fireworks on Friday. And then we roll into the weekend and play both Saturday and Sunday earlier game times, which are really easy to bring your kids out to and enjoy a night at the ballpark.
Nice. And now, before I let you go, there was a Hall of Fame induction this past weekend. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so each year, 2, 3, 4 members get inducted into the Charleston Baseball Hall of Fame. So that Hall of Fame is housed at the ballpark, and we, the RiverDogs, are one of the members of that committee, but it really celebrates anybody who's involved in baseball in Charleston. So over the years, that's, major league players who started here, like Brett Gardner, who played for the Yankees, who went to college at Charleston from Holly Hill, from the area. So folks who sort of like have their roots here. High school baseball coaches who have made a really big impact. This go around, we had the former athletics director at the Citadel, who was a big proponent of college baseball. And so we had a surprise inductee as our 4th inductee this year, which was my boss, our RiverDogs president, Dave Eccles, who's been here for 20 plus years and really has led both the RiverDogs and sort of the prominence of baseball here in Charleston, and we as the RiverDogs partner with all these high schools and colleges and travel baseball programs to try to just raise the profile of baseball and make it accessible to everybody. And so the committee decided to recognize Dave for sort of leading that charge over the last 20 plus years. We're happy to say he was surprised. He didn't know he was getting inducted, so that's always fun to spring something cool like that on him. And so he's one of 4 inductees that went in last week, and yeah, we'll do it again next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Dave is very deserving, and there's like we said, 4 more homestands left, and hopefully I can get some more jewelry.
We sure hope so.
Ben, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
We're back in 2 minutes.